Welcome, everyone. You're listening to the ImPerfect Podcast. I'm Kathy.
And I'm Kennedy. Join us on this week's episode as we discuss intriguing topics and people of interest that will inspire us to explore all of the unique pieces of ourselves.
We are all imperfectly perfect.
We're glad you're here. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the ImPerfect Podcast. Today we are fortunate to have the opportunity to be talking to a friend of mine, Kim, who I met at a cafe that we were both working at several years ago.
Kim was born, grew up, and operated her own business for approximately 10 years in South Korea. And that's also where she met her ex-husband. Eventually, they had a daughter together. Her name is Lucy. And shortly after having Lucy, they moved to New Brunswick.
Yeah, Lucy is Kim's pride and joy and says actually that she is a better version of herself. Kim had a horrible experience through her separation with her ex-husband, but in this process, it has made her realize how everything does truly happen for a reason. And in the years that have followed, Kim met her boyfriend, Manuel, who she feels she is so lucky to have and was an angel sent specifically for her.
Kim now runs her own business called the BU Cafe, and that's in Moncton, New Brunswick area. And we're really looking forward to talking a bit more about that with her today. So let's invite Kim into this chat.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Kennedy.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Kathy.
Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're very busy, taking the time to talk with us today. We just wanted to ask you a couple questions because I met you at a cafe that we were both working at several years ago, and we became good friends. And I've since seen you grow in the business that you've opened and things like that. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who is Kim? What is your story? What do you like to do in your spare time? Maybe you can tell us about your business, things like that.
All right. You're very welcome, and I appreciate you delayed like a few months for this and being for me. Okay, I was born in Korea, 1975. And we just moved to Canada in 2015. So here like a 7.5 year, almost 8 year in this August. And what should I tell? What else?
And just your business or what you like to do in your spare time. I know when we worked at cafe, you showed me lots of pictures of things that you were doing with beautiful things with food, like you would make it look very pretty. So just things that you like to do.
Okay, so I moved to Canada, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do, but I thought I was going to do something, but no idea. And I used to have my own business in Korea for like 10 years, like a clothing store. And also I had a cafe, I had a club, which is a DJ play music, and people just all stand up and dancing, that kind of club. And what else I did? And piercing shop. I pierce people and few things.
Really? I didn't know that about you.
I know I don't look like that, but I used to be what was it? Anyway, not ordinary people. I had a dreadlock.
No way.
And I had I had a piercing here.
Wow.
Still here. Few times nose and on my tongue. That broke my teeth. And I had a piercing on my belly. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that about you.
I know. People change it. I like this way. Yeah. And here in Canada, I thought like I should do something. And I had no idea what to do. But at least people gotta eat. So I thought, okay, then what kind of thing Canadian likes? That's why I did a cupcake. It's like many Canadian likes the sweet and dessert. So I want to make it pretty. That's why I made some cupcake with the flowers. So I showed you the picture of those. And still, I don't know what to do with it. So I went to the Moncton. I searched the biggest bakery in Moncton that was show me the Moncton. So I just went to Moncton with a picture of a cupcake. Maybe I show you those. And then luckily, owner hired me. So I was working there for less than 2 years. Instead of going to MBCC, I took a course at the Moncton, and instead of pay my pay the bill to school, I got the pay and then learn more.
Right.
So that's what I done. And then after that, I thought I did it enough. So I moved to kitchen. So that's how we met.
Right.
And it was lucky. I thought you are the sweetest server ever I met. That's what I said to my boyfriend and my daughter. And I liked the story, and I liked the story you told me about your parents, how you care your mom. You're so sweet girl. That was nice. So I wish my daughter hear from you. Most hard part is that I divorced with my ex-husband in Canada after I moved in Canada. And most hard part, my daughter used to stay with me, but she should split the time. So she really wish she stay with me, but she couldn't. So, I still thinking of how, confused over her, why mom and dad lived separately, and those things still hurt me more in my life. Nothing else. If somebody hurt me, that just made me stronger, so I could appreciate them. But my daughter had a confusing time. Must be at that moment. That's the most hard part for my life. So that's why I want my daughter to hear from you too. Sometimes parents get divorced and still blah 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 thing.
Yeah.
But my daughter has been doing really great. She's an awesome person.
Yeah, well, I see all the time your pictures and things that you and Lucy are always doing together. And it's really cool to see all the silly photos you take together. So that's really cool.
Yeah, but my daughter is now 14 years old. She doesn't want me to upload her picture in public. Yeah, I had to begging her, please, let's take a selfie together. Let's take a picture together. And then the condition, if I keep it myself, not publish it,
right.
Still out. So still that I appreciate, still I appreciate it. So however, so I wanted to have a business something, and for first a few years, I felt like having business is like create art. It's like art, because before you create something, it's all black. I had no idea what to do, how to start, nothing at all. So I thought having business is exactly same as doing art. And then I kept just doing, which is working for the kitchens here, there, few places to understand what Moncton people like with the food, understand the food culture in Moncton. So I understood a little bit from that. So I appreciate all of restaurant owner or kitchen manager who hire me. That's really they'll appreciate forever. And then now finally I open my own. So as much as I do, I see more and more. So that's really awesome things.
Right. So what year was it that you opened your cafe?
Yeah, that was 2021.
Okay.
In pandemic.
Yes, that would have been difficult.
That helped me a lot because anyway, I opened it, but I didn't know many things. So because of pandemic, it was not that busy, crazy busy. So that gave me enough time to figure it out and run more. So it was a perfect time for me.
That's a good point. Yeah. So it wasn't maybe ideal for some people, but for you, it was kind of nice because it slowly eased you into owning a business and understanding all the concepts. That's a good point. Yeah.
I still like to take a step, like a slow. With my restaurant during the weekdays, not that busy, but Saturday, Sunday, it's been busy always since 2021, which is really lucky, really lucky. Appreciate, yes. So
yeah,
It's so good. It's so good, Kim.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And what made you choose the area of town that you decided to go in the new building there?
You have a good question. That's that point. I was concerned a lot actually, just because of I was searching many different locations, but most restaurant location is about in between 2,000 or 3,000 square feet, and also the rent almost around the 5,000 and plus taxes something, and also you have to pay the equipment and electric those. So which is easily in between 5,000 to 10,000 to maintain that space. So I didn't want to start like that big amount of money, especially it was a pandemic too. So I was looking for small space for me to start and see how it works. So I was looking for small spot. That's why I found my space at the moment for now. So which is only 1,000 square feet, and rent is pretty reasonable and everything good. And even loan lady, how do you say, building owner,
Landlord, yes.
Landlord, yes, you're right. Yeah, building owners support me a lot, and they are really sweet people. So all lucky, all easygoing, and all good.
It's very unique the way that you took an open space and made your kitchen and and made the front area. It all works so well together. And unless you're really have your eyes open, you walk into the space and you don't think about, hey, this was just a big space that you had to essentially create walls with your cabinets and that sort of thing. And it really works well. Good on you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I think the name of your cafe is really creative as well. It's just for those listening, it's just the letter B and then the letter U, so BU Cafe. So I think that's super cute. Really, really smart.
Thank you so much. Do you know what does the BU stand for?
Oh, I didn't know it stood for something.
I thought it was like be yourself.
Be yourself cafe.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I thought you meant there was something else.
No, be yourself. Yeah, BU, exactly. BU, be yourself.
It's so creative. I think it's really, really cute. And like Mom said, the food is fantastic. I've been a couple times myself, and I think my mom's actually been there more times than me. She tells me, "Oh, I went there the other day," and I'll be like, "You went without me?"
My most recent trip was with my brother for his birthday. So it was good as usual.
Oh, that was your brother?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us some more, Kim, about your life personally and how you live life differently, how you do things maybe that the rest of us don't do, what you enjoy doing in your spare time. Do you have any hobbies, or does work take pretty much everything, or is work your hobby?
All right. My hobby, I love to play piano.
I've seen some of your videos. Very neat. Yeah, very good.
No, I know last video I uploaded on Facebook, and I sometimes enjoy drinking by myself. And what I like to do is to play piano. And then that was that. And I'm so a little bit ashamed after I look at my video. And
Oh
I
no.
so
No, I thought it was so good. And I mean, I guess the good thing about drinking and playing piano is you don't care how it sounds, and it came out beautifully.
yeah, I know. It's for fun. Whatever it's wrong, just so yeah.
Maybe we should take a hint there and drink and do a podcast.
Right.
Do you want
That is one of a good idea.
Right.
Because there is a TV show or a YouTube show, whatever, in Korea. They actually do that. They
Okay.
drink and eating food together and talk each other. So why not?
Why not? Maybe
Yeah.
something for what's that, Mom?
I was going to say, what a great idea. Kennedy and I actually, Kim, had been talking about doing more like just on the fly kind of things and just having open conversations. So maybe that might be something for our first one. We'll just have a little bit of wine, let conversation flow.
Kennedy, I like your mom. I said,
She's pretty cool.
yeah, I'm close to your mom's age, definitely. And yeah, I agree with her. People like to be like, what is that? Like cover themselves.
Yeah.
And then just want to be polite and be looking good toward the others. I respect people keep etiquette for somebody else being polite, but sometimes it's like what is that? Like cover themselves with a line, not really like, how do you say in English? Anyway, they have a poker face.
Poker face. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yes, that's little like a not honesty to be themselves. And
Right.
people sometimes don't. Anyway, I like your mom's idea. Drinking and talk about honesty. We are human. We don't need to be perfect to others.
That's
Still,
right.
Still I like to keep etiquette, but if you don't hurt somebody emotionally or physically, everything's fine.
Yep.
You make mistake. Mistake actually mistakes are our teacher.
That's right. So on that note, Kim, do you have any regrets or failures in your life? Anything that you wish that you didn't do or wish didn't happen or wish could have been differently?
Kennedy, that is a good question. When I was in early 20, I don't know what I figured it out since early 20. If I do something because of somebody else gave me advice and just do as they said, made me regret.
Right.
I
That's
mean,
a good point.
Yeah, I mean, like I didn't want to do that, but someone like a teacher or a parent gave me advice. You gotta do this. So sometimes we do as they ask to make them happy, and then I did it, and it didn't go well. So I found myself to but blame who gave me that advice. So I figure I would not just do as somebody else ask me, not just because of that, but I like to take advice from them, but all decisions should be from me. Then either way it gets succeed,
Right.
it's good. Even it get fail, it's still good because I learn myself. So
That's a good point.
so since early 20, I never get regret actually. I never get regret.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah. And also what I talk to my daughter, Lucy, would you like to be succeed in your life? I believe they are born, it's already successful. I don't want anything, but just we live in a society. There is a way people say succeed. So do you want to be succeed? She said yes. Then do you know how? She said, what? So I told them, if you want to be succeed in your life, please do not listen to your teacher, even your parents.
Mhm.
Only listen to yourself. So
Right.
which is you gotta know what you like. So you gotta know what to do or your decision, because of no one can live your life instead of you. So you can take someone's advice, but it's all your decision. You listen to yourself. So that's
Right.
what I told her. Problem is she listened to me so well. So that's it's okay.
But did you tell her, your daughter, not to listen to you?
No, that's what I said. She listened to me that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
No, actually she doesn't. She does things not just because of my advice or something. She does well. I'm proud of her.
That's great. So what is it that you yourself do, Kim, that makes you feel most inspired, or like that you're living the true purpose or your best self?
Okay, would you mind if I ask you question me again, because of some part of English I still don't understand 100%.
Sure. So what is it in your life, or that you would like to do that makes you feel the most inspired,
The most happy, the most joy, the most
like you're living the point of your life and being your best self? Is there something in particular, like travel, or when you're with your family, or when you're doing crafts or cooking, maybe? I don't know.
You guys have really, really good questions. You guys smart mom and daughter. I love that. Yeah, that's really important question. And so inspire me in my life, relationship with the people is most important. So when I decided something, I focus, it's a good for Lucy at the moment, because I have a responsible for Lucy to, support her until she get 18 or 19, 20, anyway, at least graduate high school. So I need to focus for everything for Lucy. So that standard I like a measure when I do something. And also inspire me. Actually, I realize that these days I sometimes like to drink, like, and
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah. So drinking, drink and enjoy is really inspire me.
Yeah.
So that's a one-off. But I really like to enjoy myself, actually in drunk, like I listen to music.
Yeah.
Is it because it lets the world kind of fall away from like the responsibility, and for a bit of time you can just be what you want to be? Is that what you like about that experience?
Responsible? I don't feel so much responsible to me. I just thought, I just do it, because if I don't do it, and the task gets filed later, I have so much big task I have to deal with it. That's why I just do as soon as possible. So how should I say? Anyway, what I inspire is watching YouTube, like a fashion show or other cool people. Most thing cool people inspired me. These days, sometimes it can be star, like some Korean K-pop star, or any other actor, actress. And these days, I love Elon Musk.
Yeah. And
I
it's
love
funny,
it.
she's not lying about the YouTube thing either, because I remember when it wasn't so busy at the cafe when we were working together, you and I would sit at the staff table and you would be showing me really cool videos on YouTube that you had found maybe the night before or whatever, and we would sit there and watch those together. So she's not lying. She
Oh,
does like YouTube.
oh yes. Yeah. Yes, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Uh,
I like, yeah.
Yeah, so we just have one more quick question for you, Kim. We ask this to everyone, and it kind of goes with our podcast show. What makes you imperfect?
So imperfect is which is not perfect, right?
Right.
Oh, so many things. So many
Any,
things.
yeah.
I am clumsy. I am clumsy, and I call myself chicken head, which
You
is,
do, you do.
yeah,
I
which is,
remember. That's funny you said
yes,
that.
yes, because of chicken. If they turn their head, they forgot what was going on, and if they I forgot something that made me clumsy and imperfect all the time, imperfect. And what I like about Elon Musk, he's doing so many things. He works so hard for a long time,
Mm,
but some part like he remind me myself, which is he like he's really honest, and he just say before he sing a people tweet, like
mm,
he say without thinking, that's me too. So I really appreciate Elon Musk being imperfect but doing a lot of things.
right.
So I don't, then he said, we are human, we are not perfect. He's right, but he's doing so many things that I respect him a lot. And whatever, he has a dream, big dream for everyone. And whatever he failed or he does good, I don't care. But just as a personally, he what is it? Admit he's
A minute, yeah.
yeah, admit he's imperfect, but he just keep going. I
Right.
like part of him. So I bought his stock, Tesla stocks.
Yeah.
I want to support him.
No, but that's a good point. With you saying that, it's nice that it's so refreshing when people are just honest and they don't pretend to be perfect when we all know that nobody is perfect. So it's nice and it's refreshing to see people when they're so honest that they, even someone who is as successful as him, can say, you know what, I screw up sometimes and that's okay.
Oh, many times grow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
So
but
honesty and the courage to continue to do things, and not all of them are going to work out, right?
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Kim, for taking the time to talk with us today. I was really looking forward to it because I've only seen you a few times since we worked together, but I always enjoyed our time together. And Mom, I guess, gets to see you more than me because she goes and eats all your food all the time.
Not all the
I
time.
appreciate that.
Well, we started doing that recently in my family, or that has been my offer, when I am going to give somebody something, especially for the birthday. We get so busy in life, I find often we don't take the time with each other. So instead of gifting stuff that we don't need, I often say, like, would you prefer a gift, or do you want to go get lunch somewhere or breakfast or what have you? And that was his choice that day. So we chose to dine with you, and it was great as always.
Aww.
I find that you and your staff present, like, the food is tasty and the presentation is so good. Like, it's obvious that you care. And especially like with prices rising at all restaurants and across the board everywhere, not just restaurants, but I think now people are looking more for quality, and the whatever slapped on a plate with no care and a cranky server just isn't gonna get my business anymore, but I've always been pleased with the food and the service, and it's great, and I love it, so I'll be back.
Oh, thank you so much.
And just Kim, as one last thing, maybe for people who are local that are listening to this podcast, did you maybe want to say where your cafe is so they could come and dine with you or see you and say hi?
Oh, that would be nice. And my cafe is located at 364 St. George's Street, Moncton.
Okay.
Cell phone number, please Google BU Cafe. Then there's information will pop up.
And do you have a Facebook as well, Kim, for the cafe?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
So that is Why Not as one word, and Big B, Big U Brunch Cafe.
Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you again. We really appreciate it. And it was nice to see you.
Yeah, and last thing, I always love to see daughter and mom, being such a best friend together and working like that, and really proud of you. Are not my baby, but really proud of you being such a father. And your mom must have did a great job.
Yeah, she's a pretty great mom.
I bet.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Kim.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much inviting me.
Bye.
Bye.
If you or someone you know has a unique story to tell, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at theimperfectpodcast@outlook.com.
For more information and how to connect with us on social media, you can visit us at our website, theimperfectpodcast.ca.
And from whichever platform you are listening to this episode, be sure to like, share, and leave us a review. We would really appreciate your feedback. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode.
We look forward to hearing your feedback and seeing you all find that extra joy and embrace your own imperfect.
See you next week.